Hi VIPs, hope you're well, had a good week and staying out of trouble. This 6-person group thing going on at the minute. This week it's all about revisiting our beliefs, and it's a story about our beliefs because as a species what we do as a survival instinct is we fill in the blanks, don't we? We get part of a story, hear something, and immediately our minds or brains go to work to fill in the blanks about what we believe, what we think is what's missing in order to create a story in our mind, or that must be what's really happening. And that can be positive, that could be negative. So for example, a number of times where I thought I've won a prize because I've heard my name and then the tail end of something, so I filled in the blanks, well, it must be me that's got it. No. And the negative side, you'll know yourself as well, that you hear somebody talking about you, you hear your name and something is said and you think it's about you. Okay? So, as I said, it is all a survival instinct because our brain needs closure. Our brain needs answers in order to function. Without that, we would not have become what we are today as human beings. Without the ability to learn and to find an answer, we would never have left the caves. We would never have come up with the wheel. We would never have got to the industrial revolution. Industrial age. We would never have got to understand our world around us. And more importantly, without understanding, we would never have been able to survive in all four corners of the world. Not a chance. And so what happens nowadays is we don't get all the information all the time, do we? We fill in the blanks. What we come up with then has been made up. Hence, a belief. It's not true, it's a belief. Sometimes we're corrected, sometimes we never are corrected, and we'll go through our lives believing something that was simply based on us having little bits of the story. And our brain has said, that's not good enough, I need an answer, I need to know. So if we can't find out, it will fill those blanks in for us. So, this story. So a man walks into a bar and he goes to the barman and he says, 3 shots please. So, barman pours 3 shots. And the man takes them away into a corner, and over the 2 or 3 hours he drinks each one, pays his bill and leaves. The next day, same man comes in, goes to the barman, 3 shots please, pours the 3 shots, hands them over. The man takes him to a corner, over a couple of hours he drinks all 3, leaves, pays his bill and leaves. And this goes on for a couple of weeks, and the barman's really curious. It's unusual that someone comes in and asks for 3 shots and drinks them all. So when he sees the man come in, by this time he's got used to this, so he's now got the 3 shots set up ready for when the man comes in. And the man comes in one day, he says, like, tell me mind my own business, but why do you ask for 3 shots? And the man says, the reason is because I have 2 brothers, and when we were growing up, we lived in the US, and when we got jobs we wanted to stay in touch. So what we did is after our working day we'd all get together in a local pub and we'd all have a shot each and chat about our day and the topics of the day, whatever it might be, and we'd just have a good time and stay together and just keep in touch. And we'd leave and then do it again the next day. And of course over time, he said, we all got promoted, we got different jobs, so it ended up where one of my brothers stayed in the US, I moved to London, and my other brother moved to Japan. So we all decided and agreed that wherever we are, in whatever time zone, at this particular time, we'd buy 3 shots, sit at a table, and think about each other. And that way, we felt together, as we did when we were in the US. And the barman says, oh, pretty cool. Never heard that before. That's pretty cool. So when he goes, Each day, the same man comes in, and this goes on for a few months. 3 shots, sat in the corner over a couple of hours, drinks them, pays his bill, and leaves. And one day, the barman sees the man coming in, gets his 3 shots ready, and the barman says, "No, just 2 today, please." Oh, okay. 2 shots. Sits in the corner. Over a couple of hours, drinks the 2 shots, pays his bill, leaves. Comes again in the next day. Barman's already there with 3 shots. "No, just 2 shots, please." Takes the 2 shots, sits in the corner, drinks the 2 shots over a couple of hours, pays his bill, leaves. And this goes on for a couple of weeks. And the barman's really curious now. But he's afraid of the answer. He's afraid of what he'll be told. And a few months go by, 2 shots, sits in the corner, drinks away, pays his bill, and leaves. And curiosity does get the better of the barman. And eventually, one day, when the guy comes in, got 2 shots there, and the barman says, "Look, tell me to mind my own business, but why are you now drinking only 2 shots?" And the barman says, the guy says, "It's because a few months ago, I gave up drinking." I love that story. I heard that a few months ago. And it does absolutely encapsulates this idea of our beliefs, doesn't it? So I'll finish with wherever you are, whatever you're doing, trust that you will have all the information you need to do whatever it is you want to do, to go in whatever direction you need to go in. Remember, when you're ready, the right direction, the right sign will appear for you and help you in the direction you need to move. And your inner compass will keep you right with that. Won't always go right. Yes, problems happen. You'll be up and down with how you're getting on. I'll tell you another quick story, actually, a personal one for me. And this demonstrates that even with what I know and what I share, even I get up and down in my head, and even I get annoyed at people, and even I get annoyed at situations. Earlier this week, I got really annoyed at someone in the house. Really annoyed. But I didn't say anything. I didn't shout. I didn't do anything other than when I walked out of the room, I slammed the door to make it very clear I wasn't happy. But then after I did that, I took a few paces, and I thought, well, why did I slam the door? And then I realised it doesn't matter. All I did was slam a door. It was only me that decided what thought was to go with that slamming the door. It's only me it affected. So immediately, my mind quietened down. And I just carried on. So, yeah, even I can get annoyed. So again, just trust. Just trust that when you're ready, when you need it, the right information will be there for you. The right person will appear. You remember the story that I've told many times, that you could be in a desert, and whenever you're ready to hear the answer to a question or the information you need, even if you're in a desert, the right person will appear and give you that information, will tell you what you need to hear, what you need to know. Thank you for finding time in your day for watching these videos and for listening and for reading my email. Hope you're all well. And I'll be back again next week with another story. Bye for now. Oh, my elbow. Oh dear.